Charlie Kirk, unalived at 31. Let's get into it. All right, first things first. I want to make sure I say very clearly that I'm against all forms of violence. All right, it doesn't matter what it is. I don't even like hunting because I don't like to see something go from breathing to not breathing. All right, so all forms of violence, I ain't with it. All right, so I want to get out of the way right now. Now I want to say that over here on this page, we keep it 100% of the time. We're not going to rewrite history about who Charlie was. Charlie spent a decade spreading hate, and today, hate found its way back to Charlie, unfortunately. Unfortunately for his family and his kids, no one that should grow up without a family member because of some psycho doing this, okay? But what I'm going to say next is I'm about to show you a video of Charlie saying that he don't care if this happened to your family, that it was actually worth it to not put any regulations on pew-pews, to have your family member go out in exactly this way. And I'm going to show you the video right now.
But we should not have a utopian one. You will never live in a society when you have an armed citizenry and you won't have a single gun death. That is nonsense. It's drivel. But I think it's worth it. I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights. That is a prudent deal. It is rational.
So he was very clear how he felt if your family member was in this exact same situation. He really didn't care, and it wasn't worth doing anything about it. And also to all the MAGA morons coming out, blaming the left, saying you want to lock us up and everything else. You ghouls, literally, when those two lawmakers in Minnesota were unalived, or the one lawmaker and her husband, and the other lawmaker was pew-pewed, y'all lied for a whole day. Made up shit, and then just moved on from it. Y'all acted like it never even happened. In fact, the president said he wasn't even going to call Governor Walz and might not even call the family. You can see here, after the attack in Minnesota, he says, well, it's a terrible thing. I think he's a terrible governor. I think he's a grossly incompetent person, but I may call him and I may call the other people too. This is the leader of your whole movement, the president of the United States. This is what he said after right-wing nut went door to door attacking Democratic lawmakers in Minnesota. So I don't need to hear your crocodile tears about this, all right? We have a huge problem with maniacs having easy access to firearms, and there's only one side that wants to do anything about it, and it sure ain't y'all. So in closing, I want to say that if there's something that you really need to get done,